Welcome, friends. We are your hosts, Sandy and Wade, baby best friends turned husband and wife and business partners.
This podcast is for the dreamers, the movers and shakers, and those who seek to attract their dream life.
Strap in. Getting magnetic in 3, 2, 1.
Like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
This moment in time, this is your time to rise.
Gratitude, and specifically gratitude journaling, has completely shaped and shifted the course of Sandy and my life. When we started acknowledging what we were grateful for and expressing it, writing it down on paper, and expressing gratitude for what was to come, everything changed for us. We've been so moved by gratitude and gratitude journaling that we decided to create our own gratitude journal, and we put it on Amazon. It's called the 90-Day Habits Gratitude Journal. It is great for just a daily gratitude practice over 90 days. It's great for you. It's great for your team, your family, your friends, a great stocking stuffer. So we'll drop the link in the show notes to get it on Amazon. It's $9.99, and it can and it will change your life. Let's get to the show.
We're kicking off the series together. Let's do this. This is Sandy, and today I'm going to dive into the very first of the series, Elevate the Entrepreneur Within You. So the focus is on knowing your why, and this is something that is super, super crucial as you're starting your business. Now, a lot of you guys are network marketers, or maybe you're in direct sales. Some of you may be starting different types of entrepreneurial endeavors. This is still going to apply to you. And honestly, even not related to business, I feel like knowing your why in a relationship or in a goal you're going after, like whatever it might be, can really help you. So I still think if you're not in network marketing, that you're going to benefit from this. So when I first started my business in August of 2018, I was eager to prove to myself and to others that I could do this. I had very low confidence, and I was super, super scared of what people thought of me, debilitatingly scared. People don't even believe me when I say that, but it's true. And something someone told me early on is you have to get clear on your why. And you'll hear people say your why should have eyes, meaning it should be your children or your spouse or someone that you love. You'd never look at them and be you're not worth it, right? You need to attach your why to a person or someone you love or something so that it's you'd never give up on them, right? It'd be giving up on them as a person or whatever. Or you'll hear people say your why should make you cry. I mean, these are just different things that you hear along the way. But something that really, really inspired me, there is a book called Get Over Your Damn Self by Rumi Newstead. She does not know that I'm mentioning this. I'm just being a good human and paying it forward. It was the very first book I read when I first started my network marketing business. And it helped me tremendously. And this is inspired by this. But at the end of chapter 2, she has this activity that I did. And she basically said to write this out and read it to yourself every single day for 21 days. So I'm going to kind of lay out what exactly she's referencing to. And then I'm going to read you what I wrote and what I read to myself every single day when I was first getting started with my business. So getting clear on your why. So I want you guys to take out a notebook or a journal and answer the following questions. This is something that I'll also put in the show notes. But okay, number 1, what is your why? Why are you deciding to build this business? Or why are you deciding to blank? Fill in the blank, whatever it is that you're going towards. So this is something we're going to peel back the layers of the onion and get really real here, okay? So question number 2, why is this so important to you? I want you to get super specific here. How do you see this changing your life? How do you see this affecting your family? How do you see this affecting the lives of others? How do you see this helping you get to where you want to be long term? That was a packed ass question, right? A lot of good nuggets in there. So really think about those. How do you see this changing your life? How do you see this affecting your family? How do you see this affecting the lives of others? And how will this help you get to where you want to be long term, right? Because we're always focused on, okay, if this is where you are and this is where you want to be, how do we bridge that gap? Who do you need to become to bridge that gap, right? Okay, question number 3. If you don't achieve your why, what is the pain that you will experience? In other words, what's the cost that you will pay in your life by not taking action to build this business? Or by not taking action to blank, pursue the love of your life, or whatever it is, right? Think about that question. Okay, number 4, fast forward, look ahead into your life 5 years from now, 5 years into the future. So let's see, right now it's 2021. So imagine it's November of 2026. If you don't achieve your why, where will you be and what will you have given up? All because you didn't follow through and take action on what was important. Woo! If you don't achieve your why, where will you be and what will you have given up? All because you didn't follow through and take action on what was important to you. The part where it's calling out like all because you didn't follow through and take action on what was important, like I was like, oh, that does not feel good, right? So having read that, I'm now going to read to you what I wrote to myself. This is on a lined piece of paper. It looks like it's been through war. I should probably frame this. I love it. I keep it in my desk. I look at it all the time. And it says my why, and it's dated October 8th, 2018. So I wrote this to myself like within the first probably 8 weeks of starting my business. And this is what I wrote. I said, my why is to live a life of freedom and enjoy every moment. I learned after losing mom that every day is truly so precious and such a gift. I want to spend it doing something I'm truly passionate about with people I love. And I see this business being that vehicle for me. It's important to me because I want to prove to myself and others that anything is possible, and working towards your own dreams and goals are the only things you should strive for, not for some other person or company's bottom line. I'm defining my own success by using my people skills and positive and contagious energy to attract the right people to my business. I see this changing my life entirely. This will affect my family in the most beautiful way. We will have ultimate freedom with our time and money. This will change my life in the long term because I'm building an empire and creating passive income by coaching and training my team, and they are duplicating rapidly. If I didn't achieve my why, I'd experience a lot of pain. The cost I would pay would be tremendous. I'd miss out on helping thousands of people change their lives, change their bodies, change their happiness, change their mindset. I'd miss out on the incredibly rich friendships that I've already built. I'd miss out on the greatest self journey that there is. My family and I would miss out on a lot. We'd miss out on not knowing what it's like to think twice about giving back or saying yes to that trip. We'd miss out on living our best and most full lives. It would crush my confidence and self-esteem. 5 years from now, if I didn't achieve this why, Wade and I will be living a very financially stressful life, not saving much, and not able to be the fuck yes people that we truly are at our core. I will have given up the opportunity of a lifetime and missed out on some of the greatest learning lessons and memories. That's why this will work. And I, Sandy Elliott, I wrote this one before I was married. That's why this will work. And I, Sandy Elliott, will be a blank, directly enrolling blank. So fill in your company and what you're going for. But basically, I said that's why I will build to the top of this company. And that's why I will be directly helping at least 7 other people do the same thing 5 years from now. Guys, do you see that vision that I had? I was a brand new rep for this company. I did not know what I was doing, but I had a vision, right? And when you declare where you're going, when you have a vision, when you are on fire, people want to be part of that, right? I want to encourage you to write down your why. That is the first part of this series. Why the hell are you doing this? What does it mean to you? It's got to be so much bigger and deeper than just, I want to make more money, okay? It's got to be more than that. Building a business, building any business, it's got to be tied to something so much deeper. Like how is it connected to other parts of you? How does it bleed into every facet of your identity? Okay, another part of this, so that let's say all that was part 1 of this episode. Part 2 is 21 reasons why I'm building my business. So I want to read this to you. I also wrote this in 2018. Like, this is crazy to me because I had no idea that I would be where I'm at today. This was just a dream, a vision, right? But I want you to write these, like write out 21, get out a piece of paper and write 21 numbers. And I want you to really get real about what are the 21 reasons, like why you're doing your business, like for what reason. Okay, number 1, I said for financial freedom, Wade and I both be retired from corporate America by 30. I wrote that down. That's crazy because guess what? That happened, which I did not know how that would happen. Number 2, for time freedom. Guys, time is the greatest asset that we have. Having the time freedom to every single day, doesn't matter what day of the week it is, fully be able to call the shots and design our day the way we want to. We don't have to answer to anyone. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want. Like, that is amazing. There's so much power in that. So that was number 2 on my list. And we have that now. Number 3, to design my life / live a life by design. That was something I craved. I wanted that so, so bad. I was like, I want to design my life. I don't want to be told that I can't go to that because I have this meeting, or I'm not sure if I'll be able to commit to that trip or that birthday dinner or whatever, because I have to like keep my schedule open in case my boss needs me, or in case I have to meet up with that client, or like, no, like I call the shots. That's something I really, really wanted. And I have that now. Number 4, to show myself what's possible when you believe. Like, that was number 4. I wanted to show myself what was possible. Number 5, to empower others. Number 6, to be the healthiest version of me. Number 7, to be a present parent. That one might make me cry because I get to be a very present parent. That's like number 1 on my list. About to have this baby, and this child will not even comprehend that some parents like aren't with them at all times because that's all they're going to know. Their mom and dad is always going to be with them and dropping them off at school and picking them up and volunteering in their classrooms and super involved and like just a big part of their life. They will not know. Like, I even think like growing up, like I love my dad. My dad is so amazing. He was an incredible provider and he was there as much as he could be. But like the way I was raised will be very different than how my kids are raised, because my dad wasn't around like midday on a weekday, you know? He came home at like 6 or 7 at night and I'd wait on the front stoop for him to come home. And that's not going to happen with our kids. Our kids are probably going to be annoyed with how available we are. Okay, so that's number 7. Number 8, to have a flexible schedule. Buy 9-to-5 jobs. That's what I wrote. Number 9, to live wherever we want. I think that's so cool, you know, which leads me right into the next one. It says, well, actually, I guess it's an extension of 9. It says to live wherever we want to live in Switzerland for a summer. So last summer, Wade and I had Switzerland on our, like we were planning to go to Switzerland for 4 months because that's where my mom was born and raised, and I want to perfect my Swiss German, and it's not a written language, and so I feel like the best way to do that is to just immerse ourselves in the culture. So we had this whole thing planned, and we were so excited. Well, guess what? You know what hit? A pandemic. And so although I have dual citizenship in Switzerland, Wade does not, and I didn't act on it when we got married. So it would be very challenging for us to both be there. So that trip did not happen last summer. And then we wanted to do it this summer, but you know, we're still amidst this global situation. So we still can't be there. And we're like, you know what? This isn't happening to us. It's happening for us. And this is all happening because we're meant to go with baby Cam. And Cam's going to get to learn Swiss German too. So stay tuned. But we're believing for living in Switzerland, maybe next summer or the summer after, with baby Cam and immersing in the culture. And that is something I dreamed of when I started my business. But I was like, this is so silly to write down. Like, who gets to pick up their life for like 3 or 4 months and just go live in Switzerland for a summer? We do. And you do too. Whatever it is that you want, write it down. If it doesn't get out of your head and onto paper, it's probably never going to happen, right? But it's just crazy to look at this because these are all things that I dreamed of and that felt like a pipe dream. And it's like, wow, it's actually like possible. Like a lot of these are happening or have happened or are going to happen. Okay, next one, to travel often and spontaneously without needing to request off from a corporate job. That was a dream. Number 11, to give back more than we ever could have imagined. Number 12, to make mom and dad proud. Number 13, to show people what's possible if you decide and commit to your dream. Number 14, to give us choices. Choices is so powerful. Like, to have freedom and choices is so huge. I remember this summer. So this summer, Wade and I were going to go on our baby moon to Greece, and we were 32 weeks pregnant. And I was like, babe, something is telling me we shouldn't go. But I was like, but I feel guilty because it's been on my vision board for like 2 years and I've been talking about it. And like, I just feel weird if we don't go. Like, I feel like I put it out there and then we're not going. Like, what's wrong? And I don't know. I just feel weird about that. And I was talking to Kayla Kraft, my business coach, and she was like, Sandy, you have the choice to not go. Like, that's a luxury. It's not that you're not going because you can't go. Like, you have such like freedom in your life. Like, you're the CEO of your own life. Like, it doesn't feel in alignment. Like, you're not going because you're choosing to not go. Like, that's a luxury. And I was like, wow, that's so true. We have choices, right? Okay, number 15, so that we can be more. Number 16, so that we can have more. Number 17, so that we can give more. Number 17, so we can create a ripple effect of positivity in other people's lives around the world. Number 19, so others can experience time and financial freedom. Like there's no greater feeling than helping other people achieve what they want. Then you're really like, whoa, like this is working. This is like affecting other people's lives, right? Number 20, because I have a gift and it would be selfish not to share it. Like, are other people part of your why? Are other people part of your vision? And number 21, to change the world one yes at a time. So that's what I wrote down when I first started and I was a new business builder. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had a vision, right? So are you doing these types of things? Are you really going inward and taking the time to journal on this stuff, to read the books, to be mindful, to listen to the podcasts, to like shadow your mentors? Like look at people that inspire you and like, what are they doing every day? How do they show up? Are you showing up as the best version of you? Like, what is it in those people that inspires you? And how can you bridge that gap and be more like them, but in your own way, right? How does the successful entrepreneur version of you show up? What are they reading? What time do they wake up every day? What are they listening to? Who do they hang out with? How do they speak? How do they dress? How do they walk? What's their posture like? What are they doing on a Saturday night? What's their morning routine like? If your answer is different than what you feel like it should be, in terms of maybe what your mentor's doing or like what you think the version of you would or should be doing that feels out of reach, like how can you start making some of those adjustments? So I'm going to put these questions in the show notes. You can always message us if you have questions on Instagram. We're Getting Magnetic. We read all of our messages. We respond to everything. And I hope this was helpful. I think this is a really great foundational building block to start with. Know your why and write out your 21 reasons why. We'd love to see what you come up with too. So if you want to email us, gettingmagnetic@gmail.com, so we can see what you're building, what you're working towards, what your why is. Like we want to be part of your journey. So that's all I got for you guys today. As always, if you enjoyed this, send it to someone else that needs to hear it. Maybe send it to a teammate, send it to a friend. And as always, we so appreciate your love and support. So if you are not subscribe to our podcast. If you've never written a 5-star review, please do. Maybe share this on social media, whatever it might be. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I am sending you all the magical vibes. Have a good day.
Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
So remember, you are magnetic.